God is warning you about a person whose name starts with the initial J. Don't get shocked when you hear their name. The name is about to be revealed. I need you to stay here and not skip a single line, because what I am about to tell you is not random. It is not ordinary, and it is not something that comes twice in your life. I am speaking to you because there is something unfolding around you that you have felt but could not fully understand. You are being warned for a reason, and if you ignore this moment, you may miss a protection that was meant only for you. Listen closely, because this is about someone very real. Someone whose presence is already touching your life in ways you cannot yet see. I am guiding you now so you do not walk blindly into something that could shake your peace or redirect your path. Type Amen if you believe. I am warning you about a person whose name begins with J, and you already have a feeling about who this could be. This is not about fear but about awareness, because not every person who enters your life carries the same intention. Some come to lift you, some come to test you, and some come to reveal what you must learn before your next blessing arrives. This person is connected to a shift that is happening in your life right now, and I do not want you to be caught off guard when their name becomes clear to you. You will hear it. You will recognize it, and in that moment, you must remember these words. There is a reason your spirit has been restless lately, and it is because I have been trying to get your attention. You have felt small signs, small discomforts, small moments that did not feel right. And you brushed them aside. I placed those signals in your path so you would pause and look deeper, but you kept moving without asking why. Now I am speaking directly so you understand that nothing around you is happening without purpose. This person is not appearing by accident, and your response to them will shape what comes next. Take a moment and show your support by liking this video, because this connection matters more than you realize, and it helps this reach the right heart at the right time. The name that begins with J carries weight in your current season, and you must not react with shock when it becomes clear. Instead, you must respond with wisdom and calm understanding. I am not asking you to push this person away immediately, but I am asking you to see them clearly without illusions. There is something about their presence that is not aligned with the direction I am preparing for you, and if you ignore that truth, you may delay what is meant for you. You have been chosen to move forward, not to be pulled backward by confusion or emotional attachment. This is why I am speaking now, before things go too far, before your heart becomes too invested, before your trust is placed in the wrong place. I want you to be protected, not hurt. And I want you to step into your next chapter with clarity, not regret. That is why this warning is coming with urgency, because time matters more than you think. Type 777 to receive blessings. As you continue listening, you will begin to notice how everything starts to make sense. Moments you ignored will come back into your awareness. And patterns you did not understand will suddenly feel clear. This is how I reveal truth to you, not all at once, but in layers that your heart can handle. You are not being left alone to figure this out. I am guiding you step by step so you do not lose your way. This person whose name begins with J has already crossed your path in a meaningful way. It may have been through conversation, through a connection, or even through a thought that keeps returning to you. There is something about them that draws your attention, but there is also something that quietly unsettles you. That feeling is not something to ignore. It is something to respect, because it is part of how I protect you. I know you want to believe the best in people, and that is not wrong. Your heart is kind. Your spirit is open, and your desire to connect is real. But not every connection is meant to be kept, and not every person is meant to walk with you into your future. Some are placed in your path to show you what you must recognize before you step into something greater. This is one of those moments where you must choose awareness over emotion. You are not being punished, and you are not being tested beyond your strength. You are being prepared, and preparation sometimes comes with warnings that feel uncomfortable. I am asking you to trust what you feel, to listen to what is being revealed, and to stay grounded in the truth I am placing before you. You are not alone in this, even if it feels confusing right now. The moment is coming when the name will become clear, and when it does, you will feel a deep recognition inside you. It will not be forced, and it will not be uncertain. You will know. And when you know, you must not ignore it. That is the moment where your choice matters, because your next step will determine whether you move forward with peace or walk into unnecessary struggle. I am not revealing this to bring fear into your heart, but to place strength inside you so you can stand firm when emotions try to cloud your judgment. You must see beyond appearances and listen to what is being stirred inside your spirit, because that is where truth is already speaking to you. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There are things you noticed about this person that did not sit right with you, even if you could not explain them clearly. You may have felt a sudden change in your peace when they were near, or a sense of pressure that you could not understand. These are not small things, and they are not random feelings that should be ignored. I allowed you to feel them because your spirit can recognize what your mind is still trying to figure out. When something disrupts your peace, it is a signal that you must pause and pay attention instead of moving forward blindly. Type yes to affirm. You are someone who gives chances, someone who believes in understanding people, and someone who tries to see the good even when it is not clear. That is a beautiful part of who you are, but right now that same kindness can become a weakness if you do not protect it with wisdom. This person with the initial J may carry charm, confidence, or even familiarity that makes you feel connected. But not every connection is meant to be trusted, and not every closeness is meant to be permanent. I want you to understand that. This is not about labeling someone as entirely good or entirely bad. It is about recognizing that their role in your life is not aligned with the path I am preparing for you. You have been moving towards something greater, something that requires clarity, peace, and strength. If you allow the wrong influence to stay close, it can slow your progress and create confusion that was never meant to be part of your journey. Think about the way your energy shifts around this person, because that tells you more than words ever could. There is a difference between excitement and unease, between peace and tension, between truth and illusion. I placed that awareness inside you so you would not depend only on what you see or hear. You must trust what you feel when everything else tries to convince you otherwise. This person whose name begins with J is connected to a lesson, and that lesson is about boundaries. You have reached a point in your life where you cannot allow everyone to have the same level of access to your heart and your time. Not because you are becoming distant, but because you are becoming wiser. Growth requires you to make choices that protect your future, even when those choices feel uncomfortable in the moment. Type 1111 to affirm your faith. You may feel a pull to hold on, to give more time, or to hope that things will change, but I am telling you clearly that your clarity matters more than your attachment. There are moments when you must step back, observe, and allow truth to reveal itself without forcing anything. This is one of those moments, and your willingness to listen will determine how smoothly you move forward. I see your heart, and I know that you do not want to hurt anyone or walk away without reason. But understand this, protecting yourself is not the same as harming someone else. Choosing peace is not the same as rejecting love. Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is create space so that what is not meant to stay does not take root in your life. There is also something you must not ignore, and that is the timing of this connection. This person has appeared at a moment when you are already in a period of change, growth, and transformation. That is not a coincidence, and it is not something you should take lightly. When new people enter your life during a transition, their impact is often stronger, and that is why awareness is even more important right now. You have been stepping into a new version of yourself, one that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned with what you truly need. This is not the time to allow confusion to enter your path, and it is not the time to ignore the signs I am placing before you. Every step you take from here must be guided by truth, not by pressure, not by fear, and not by emotional attachment. There will be a moment very soon when the name becomes undeniable, when you hear it or see it in a way that makes everything click inside you. It will not feel random, and it will not feel uncertain. It will feel like confirmation, like something you were already aware of, but had not fully accepted. When that moment comes, do not hesitate to acknowledge it. I am not asking you to react with anger or fear, but with calm, understanding, and quiet strength. You do not need to confront or explain everything immediately. Sometimes, the strongest response is simply to step back and allow distance to protect your peace. You do not owe your energy to anyone who disrupts what I am building inside you. There is something better ahead for you, something that aligns with your growth and supports your journey instead of complicating it. That is why this warning is necessary, because I want you to reach that place without unnecessary pain or delay. I am guiding you away from what could drain you, so you can fully receive what is meant to lift you. Stay close to what feels true, and do not ignore the quiet voice inside you that keeps reminding you to be careful. That voice is not doubt. It is guidance. That feeling is not fear. It is protection. And this moment is not ordinary. It is a turning point that will shape what comes next in your life. You are being called to rise above patterns that once felt normal to you. In the past, you may have allowed certain behaviors, certain words, or certain energies to remain in your life longer than they should have. But you are not in that same place anymore. And what you tolerated before will now feel heavier, more draining, and harder to carry. This is not because you are becoming weaker, but because you are becoming more aware of what does not belong in your life. Type 1010 to claim your breakthrough. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This person whose name begins with J is part of that awakening, even if their role feels confusing right now. They are not here to stay in the way you might hope, and they are not here to build something lasting with you. Instead, their presence is revealing what you must no longer accept, what you must no longer chase, and what you must no longer ignore. That is why the connection feels intense, but unstable, noticeable, but unclear, close, yet distant at the same time. I want you to pay attention to how much effort you are giving compared to what you are receiving. You may find yourself trying to understand them, trying to make things work, or trying to bring clarity where there is none. But true alignment does not require constant effort to hold it together. When something is meant for you, it flows with peace, not pressure, and it brings clarity, not confusion. There is a part of you that already knows this truth, even if you have not fully accepted it yet. You have felt moments where you stepped back and saw things clearly, but then your emotions pulled you back into uncertainty. This is the struggle between what you feel and what you know, and I am calling you to stand with what you know. Your inner clarity is not something to doubt, it is something to trust. You must also understand that not every connection needs closure through words or explanations. Sometimes, closure comes through realization, through distance, and through choosing peace over confusion. You do not need to wait for a perfect ending or a clear conversation to step away from something that does not feel right. Your awareness is already enough. Type 222 if you trust God. This moment is teaching you how to protect your energy without guilt. You have spent so much time trying to be understanding, trying to be patient, and trying to give chances. But there comes a time when you must also protect yourself with the same care you offer others. This is not selfish, it is necessary, and it is part of your growth. There is something about this person that may feel familiar, almost like a pattern you have experienced before. That is because you are being shown a cycle that you are now ready to break. You are no longer meant to repeat the same experiences that leave you feeling drained or uncertain. You are being prepared for something new, something that requires a higher level of awareness and strength. I know that part of you may still feel drawn to this person, and that is where your discipline will be tested. Attraction does not always mean alignment, and connection does not always mean purpose. You must learn to separate what feels good in the moment from what is truly good for your future. This is where your growth becomes real, because it requires you to choose wisely even when your emotions try to pull you in another direction. You are not losing anything by stepping back. You are actually making space for something better. When you release what is not meant to stay, you create room for what truly belongs in your life. That is why this moment is not a loss. Even if it feels difficult, it is a redirection towards something greater. There will be a shift in how you see this person very soon, and when it happens, everything will become clearer. You will notice things you did not see before, and you will understand things you once questioned. That clarity will not come from them. It will come from within you, because I am opening your eyes to what you need to see. You must not ignore that moment when it comes, because it will be your confirmation. It will not feel forced, and it will not feel confusing. It will feel calm, certain, and undeniable. That is how you will know that you are seeing the truth, not through emotion, but through clarity. Stay grounded in what I am showing you, because there is still more unfolding that you must be aware of. This is not the end of the warning. Music, it is only the beginning of your understanding. I am guiding you step by step, so you do not walk into something that could delay what is meant for you. There is a reason this connection feels like it carries more weight than others. And that reason is not about the person alone, but about the timing of their arrival. You are in a season where your life is shifting, where old patterns are breaking, and where new doors are slowly opening. When someone enters during a moment like this, their influence becomes stronger, and their presence can either support your growth or quietly disrupt it. This is why I am speaking so clearly to you now, because I do not want you to mistake intensity for purpose. You have been moving toward a place of greater clarity, even if it has not always felt easy. You have been letting go of things that once defined you, and you have been learning to stand on your own truth instead of seeking constant validation. This is not a small transformation, and it requires strength that you have been building step by step. The presence of this person whose name begins with J is connected to that transformation, but not in the way you might hope. Type 1212 car if you trust in Jesus. This person reflects something that you are now outgrowing, and that is why their energy feels both familiar and uncomfortable at the same time. You may recognize parts of your past in the way they act, in the way they communicate, or in the way they respond to situations. That familiarity can create a sense of connection, but it can also pull you back into patterns you have already worked hard to leave behind. This is where your awareness must stay strong, because you are no longer meant to return to what you have already outgrown. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down anytime. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. There is also something you must notice about how this person responds to your growth. When you begin to change, not everyone around you will understand or support that change. Some may feel challenged by it, some may try to pull you back to what is comfortable for them, and some may not even realize what they are doing. This person carries an energy that does not fully align with the direction you are moving in, and that misalignment will become clearer with time. You are not meant to shrink yourself to maintain a connection that does not support your growth. You are not meant to silence your truth to keep someone comfortable. You are being called to stand fully in who you are becoming, even if it means stepping away from what feels familiar. This is not rejection. It is alignment, and it is necessary for your next level. Type 555 to welcome change. There is something important you must remember as you move through this, and that is that your peace is your guide. When something disrupts your peace consistently, it is not something to ignore or excuse. Peace is not just a feeling, it is a signal, and it tells you when you are aligned with what is right for you. This person has already shown you moments where your